Welcome back from that break, and now we are going to look at designing a cash sale receipt. We are going to use the same question. Maybe I can remind you by writing it here. You are operating a carpentry workshop in your town. Then question A, design a cash sale receipt. Part B, prepare a cash sale receipt. That's the question that is going to guide us. It's the question that is going to guide us. And we said this question is all about making you understand what to put in, giving you a way. But note that you never will always set this question. No, there are very many questions. But what is important is knowing how to prepare and design a cash sale receipt. So this is our question that we are going to follow. But we're going to begin by looking at designing. And you know, with the designing a document, we don't fill in. In fact, designing a document we don't fill in. Then preparing a document, we fill in. So we're going to design our cash sale receipt, and we see how it is designed. Meaning we are just designing, preparing our business, preparing ourselves as we wait for the customers to come, then we fill in. So from here, we are going to base on our question, and we see what next. This is our margin. This is our margin. They normally say, do not write in the margin. So from there we said anything that we prepare, we design must have a heading. And today we are looking at cash sale receipt. To be used in BAGGS, carpentry workshop. As I said, underline it. After that, we said create a frame. After skipping one line, create a frame. After creating a frame, we put the address, BAGGS, carpentry, workshop, and we said it should at least be centered. Should at least be centered, trying to balance. Then PO Box 6121. Do not forget the town. mine is Hoima, and therefore calls for you are not cramming. Don't cram. The address is the address. Mine is BAGGS. Yours can be any. Don't force your town to be Hoima and yet you come from another town or district. Then don't forget the telephone. This is the telephone. Do not forget the logo. BAGGS, capentry, workshop. Are we together? Then after that, what are we preparing? We are preparing cash, sell, receipt. Try also to put it in the box to show that we are bolding. Don't forget the receipt number. Zero, 08. Let me use a different marker. 008 is the cash sales receipt number. It can be 110. Don't say that all numbers begin with 00. It can be 58, something like that. Then don't forget the date, because all documents must have the date. But because we said we don't fill in while designing, we are not going to write the date there because the customer has not yet come to buy. Then from there, to whom are we writing? Someone can say Mr. Stroke, Mrs. And put a dash. This person is right. Someone can say to and put dashes. This person is right. So which one do you want to use? Let's use this one. Then after that, we have to understand that we have to put the table showing the details of goods. This table you can start from here. This is item number, quantity, description, unit cost, and the amount. Are we together? This is the item, quantity. Never write quantity in abbreviation. Write it always in full. This one is description, or you can call it details. This one is the unit cost, or you can call it rate. This one is the total amount, or you can just call it amount. From there, do not forget to include the units. And our currency units is shillings, and this abbreviation is allowed. Is it okay? Then because we are designing, we are not supposed to take too much space. You can just come and say, put a line here, put another line there, put the word total here, put the word E and E or E. Don't forget our statement, goods once sold are not returnable. Are we together? Then here you can write the word designed. We shall show it up. Let's first leave it. So now it means that you are designing, you are waiting for the customer to come, you put the date when he comes, you put his name there, you put the item number here, the quantity he has bought, what has he bought, how much is each item has bought, how much is the total, then you sum up the whole totals and put them where? There. So that's why we said to be use it. That the receipt has not yet been used, we just have it in our business, awaiting it to be used. So we said this E and OE, whether we are designing or not, it must be there. Goods once sold are not returnable is a statement that customers take not to anyhowly return the goods. But where there is need for goods to be returned, they can be returned in case they lie under E errors or an omission. If there are no errors in the goods sold, there are no omissions in the goods sold, goods once sold are not returnable. Then from there, because of space here, but we are continuing from here, we are going to have this is still our frame. This is still our frame. It is a continuation. We're going to have designed by, then you have to have the word signature dash name dash and then title dash, then received by, because of this Swiss signature you can only put a dash there, name dash title dash. So what does it mean? You will come, this frame is, we are sure writing here, and after writing that, those statements, we close the frame. So I'm assuming that this frame I have crossed from here, it was the one I was supposed to cross from where? From down. So after designed by, you are not supposed to write there, to put there your signature. You're not supposed to put there your name. You're not supposed to put there your title because the customer has not yet come. You may be the one who did this, but by the time the customer comes, the company has already terminated your services, or you have been promoted or demoted, or anything can happen, or you may not be around. So that's why we put these dashes there. So your name will give you a mark on the other heading of ours which was there. We'll give you a mark on the address which was there. We'll give you a mark on the logo which was there. We'll give you a mark on this document which is here. We'll give you a marker here. We'll give you a marker there. We'll give you a marker here. We'll give you a marker there. We'll give you a marker there. We'll give you a mark on E and OE. We'll give you a mark on this. We'll give you a mark on this. We'll give you a mark on that. So all those are areas of getting marks. So if you want mark C, have to follow the rules. If they say design a document, we don't record there anything. We don't fill in when they say design. We only look at the components when they are not described. Like this is the component, name and address of the buyer, but the name and address of the buyer is not there. They are component for quantity, but quantity is not there. This is a component of description, but description is not there. This is a quantity for unit cost, but unit cost is not there, like other components as you have seen. So this is a component of name and address, name and title of the seller, name and title of the buyer. But are you seeing the names there and titles? No, because we are designing, we are waiting for those customers to come, and then we just open the book, the receipt book, we get our pen, and we fill in. We are going to have another break. When we come, we shall look at how we can prepare a cash sale receipt. Let's meet.